Thinking about setting aside hours to document all the processes in your business can feel daunting. This is a huge reason why companies put off creating SOPs, which in turn leads to confused team members, more time spent on the day-to-day, and occasionally high turnover. And I know you don't want that for your business, which is why you're watching this video. If you don't know me, I'm Sam. I'm a six-figure fitness coach turned systems and automation consultant, and I'm here to help businesses work more efficiently by using automation and productivity tools. Today I'll cover how to draft SOPs, aka standard operating procedures, without using a bunch of extra hours, and creating an environment where your team knows exactly what to do and how to do it without sending you 1,000 Slack messages throughout the day. Now, there are a lot of tools to help you with this out there, and a lot of them are very similar. One that I've used in the past is called Tango, and what it basically does is tracks your movements on your computer. So it will screenshot the website that you're on, take notes of the buttons that you're clicking, do a really general overview of all of the things that you're doing on your computer. There will always be need for edits with AI and support tools, but this will save you a bunch of time when going through and screenshotting and clicking buttons. It records that for you, so you don't necessarily have to do that. And this goes really well with the first step that I recommend, and that is writing an SOP as you're completing the process. You're already going through the process, you're not taking additional time out of your day, so this creates a lot of time saved. You're going to pull up your SOP template and you're going to fill out all the information that doesn't necessarily rely on completing the process yet, like the name of the document, all of that kind of stuff. And if you need help with these templates, I do have a free resource for you, and it is an SOP starter kit, and it really gives you all the information and all the templates that you need to get started with these things. So check for that link in the description. Now we're going to move on to documenting the process. So as you're going through, you're going to keep track of all the websites you're visiting, all the buttons you're clicking, any special nuances like a certain font size you use, a certain font type, a color. All of that important stuff should be added to this document. You should treat this as if it's going to be viewed by somebody who has never completed this process once in their life, and they've never visited the websites, although the hope is that they do have some idea around how to navigate the website. But having as much information as possible never hurt anyone. Once you've completed the process and finished documenting it, I want you to put the process document aside until it's time to run the process again. Now, if this is a process that you only run like once a month, I would recommend trying to set a little time aside to do it before then to check your document, as I'm going to talk about in a moment. Now, the second step that I was just alluding to is when you go to do the process the next time, you're going to pull out that document that you created and only run the process based on what that document says. This will open your eyes to anything that you might have missed, any things that might be confusing. Again, we're viewing this as a person who maybe hasn't necessarily done this process at all before, or even visited the websites that we're talking about in the process. So taking note of all of the little things that maybe might not make sense to somebody on the outside, or any buttons that you might have missed, colors, all of that detail that might have been passed through in the first run through. And you're gonna add that all in. Once you're finished with the second round of reviewing your document and running the process through the use of the document, it's complete. You can file it in your folder, you can send it to whoever you're gonna be documenting this process to. And I want you to remember that SOPs are living, breathing documents. These are going to continually change as your business grows, as your offers change. We don't expect these to stay the same forever. And they shouldn't be as difficult as they may have initially seemed once you have this process of creating and reviewing them locked down. You have your templates in place, and it should be easy to keep them up to date. And once you pass it off to another person, it will then become their responsibility to keep that process up to date. So delegating not only delegates the actual task, but updating anything that changes with that task. So that's additional time off your plate, which we love. Like I said, once you have these initial documents in place, this process is super easy and repeatable for everyone on your team. Let me know if you want more information on how to organize your SOPs to make it easily accessible for your team in the comments, and let's get efficient with it.